What's up guys? Today I'm going to be showing you how to check and change a cam follower for the high pressure fuel pump on a FSI 2.0 engine. I'm going to be doing so on my 2013 Golf R. Let's get started. Alright, cool. So I'm going to go ahead and go through everything that you get through FCP Euro. So first off, this is the part here, the actual cam follower. It's also going to send you a brand new O-ring and new bolts. These are going to be Torx. It's nice. Say you strip them out while you're trying to pull this damn stuff out, you know, you got brand new bolts. 38 bucks on FCP Euro, comes with a warranty. So my recommendation is grab 2 of these guys, replace one, and then when this one starts to go out, you know, package it back up. I would just keep this box, then toss everything in this box, throw it in a bubble mailer and send it back to FCP Euro, throw your other new one in, and in the meantime they'll be sending you back a new one on warranty. So you always have one, you know, coming in and going out. It's a really cool deal. FCP Euro is dope for if you have Volkswagens. Being a tuned Golf R, I go through these guys quite a bit. General recommendation for stage 2 and 2 plus is to just check, at least check, if not change, the cam follower after every oil change. You know, be that at 5,000 miles or 10,000 miles, you know, at least pull it apart and check it. This is pressurized, so we're gonna have to relieve the pressure first. Pulling this off, it's gonna have some fuel in it, so you're gonna want to just have something to clean up, keep it from getting everywhere. Alright, so first step here is going to be to disconnect the battery to keep any fuel from still getting through. And then toss it somewhere where it's not gonna come back in contact. Next, you're gonna want to pull the intake. Luckily, I don't have a box, I'm just running open filter. So for me, it's just gonna be this one screw to pull everything out of the way, and that'll free up enough room to work here. Push that up and out of the way. Okay, next we're going to remove some of the lines here. And then next we're going to disconnect our power. Perfect. Okay, next you're going to remove the bleeder valve cover. It might come off right away, or you might need to use a straight blade to get that guy off. Get you a rag, put that under there. Carefully to help relieve the fuel. Now I'm running a stage 2 plus, so I have quite a bit of pressure in there. Next we're going to go ahead and remove the bleeder bolt. So that's going to be, for me, a 13 millimeter. I'm going to just remove that guy. This is going to help keep the pressure out of it while we remove the rest. There might be a little pressure on it still. Don't worry if you hear it coming out. Alright, next you're going to want to remove the fuel line. That one shouldn't be on there too tight. And it is going to have a little bit of pressure on it also. Just remove it slowly. Let it drain a bit. Now, do be aware that because this is a stage 2 plus, if you have a tuned vehicle, there's going to be a lot of pressure in there. So you're going to want to just take it slow, loosen it, let all the fuel come out. You might need an extra rag, and just, you know, slowly but surely work that bolt off. Alright, cool. So now if you are like me and instead of having a bolt right here, you actually have the hose, I can't reach that little clip from this side. I don't have any room to grab it. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually just going to pull the 3 bolts here, here, and here to actually remove the pressure fuel pump. And then I'm gonna move it over to the side and you'll be able to actually reach that pretty easily from you know, slightly removed position. Okay, cool. So now we're ready to go ahead and remove those 3 bolts. So you're gonna grab your Torx bit. You definitely want to make sure that you actually have a proper Torx bit, because if you don't, these are super easy to strip and then you're pretty screwed. So make sure that you get the correct size on there. And then you're just slowly going to work them off. Cool. Once you've gotten them pretty loose, just remove them by finger. Usually they don't go in very much, maybe like this far. So, pretty easy to remove once you break them. Alright, cool. And just to give you a better view, those were the bolts from here, here, and here. And these we have a replacement for, so we can actually toss these off to the side. Alright, so from there you're actually able to just kind of wiggle it around until it starts to come loose. And as you can see, it's pretty well oiled up in there. After giving it a couple of good tugs, it does pop out of there finally. Alright, so once you kind of move this guy out of the way, you can see the little cam follower right here. This is it. You're going to want to grab your rag, which I had pretty well tucked under there because of the fuel, to kind of just try not to get too much of that fuel on you. You'll smell like it all day. To kind of just lob up that oil there. Alright, now we're free to actually go ahead and pull this little guy out. So just get a little bit of a grip on it, just kind of wiggle it out. Dry it off. Well, you can see it's definitely been getting the work put in on it. But other than a little bit kind of charred up, it doesn't look bad at all. But since I already have the new one, I'm going to go ahead and just replace that guy. You can see it's definitely been getting dinged around a bit, so we'll go ahead and replace it. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put the new one in there. Just going to get a little bit of that oil. Just kind of put it in there on this guy. Cool, and once you've got a little bit of oil on it, you can go ahead and just slip it. Right back on in there. And there you go. Should fit nice and snug. Alright, so next we're going to go ahead and replace this old O-ring here. You want to just kind of... Well, this one you can tell was old because it literally just snapped off, so it's a good thing we're replacing that guy. Look at the difference on that guy. So we're going to go ahead and throw that guy on there. Perfect. Come back to that just a little bit. And just slip it on in there. And just kind of wiggle it into place there. Okay. Once it's lined up where it needs to be, we'll go ahead and break out our new bolts. And just get them hand tight first, because just like when you're changing a wheel out, you want to make sure that we're tightening all 3 of these guys down equally. You don't want to tighten one corner down and then start working on the other one, because that can create an uneven seal. Do about 3 turns per side. And do 2, and then do 1. Get all these guys down evenly. Now we're going to give it some good cranks to get it down nice and tight. Just tight enough that you know it's tight. Next, go ahead and replace this guy. I went ahead and moved it because it was in my damn way. Next, we're gonna go ahead and replace the fuel line. Get it on there where it needs to be. And then go ahead and tighten it down. Next, we're gonna put this guy back, our bleeder valve. And that was our 13mm. Okay, then you can replace the cap on that. Okay, perfect. Next, you can make sure that everything is plugged back in where it was supposed to be. Plug power back in. Go ahead and do a once over, just making sure that all of our points are done. So we have power, which is plugged back in. We have our vacuum hoses, which are plugged back in here and here. We have our 3 bolts, which are tight. We have our relief valve and our fuel line. That we never ended up disconnecting because it was a pain in the ass. So I just left it on there. We're gonna go ahead and put my filter back on. Clean that guy off real quick. Now we're going to go ahead and start it up and make sure nothing is leaking possibly, and you are all set.
Gotta be bumping.